welcome back everyone to the player previews for The Challenge Season 36 Double Agents. We're going to continue this series going in alphabetical order, starting this video off with Kyle Christie. Now, his original show was Geordie Shore. This is his 6th challenge season, his 6th in a row, I should add. Now, he is a 2-time finalist, going to the finals in Vendettas his rookie season and Total Madness last season. Taking a look at his elimination record, he has seen a total of 8 eliminations. His record is 3 wins and 5 losses. Some of his wins coming from players who are on the current cast list for Double Agents is CT from War of the Worlds in the ring toss elimination where he won against CT and JP. And also he won last season against Josh in the Knots of War elimination. Now, speaking of Total Madness, let's take a look at some of his stats from last season. He did not win a single daily challenge. He was finally brought into the tribunal by Bananas and Casey. Now, after 6 seasons, I feel we have an idea of what kind of competitor Kyle is. And to me, I think Kyle is more of a sidekick kind of character where he latches onto a well-established vet and they get him to the promised land of the finals. It happened in Vendettas when him and Cara were really close, and Cara Maria saved him from the final elimination of that season, and he was able to get 3rd place once in the finals. And then last season in Total Madness, he was part of the Bananas bunch. He was really close with Bananas, and he was able to save him, bringing him into the final tribunal, where he was able to get into the finals and then take home 2nd place. He does better with someone looking out for him, and with no Melissa or Bananas on this season, who will be looking out for Kyle in Double Agents? Now, Double Agents is a partner season, so that could bode well for Kyle. Now, taking a look at some of Kyle's seasons with a partner or a partner element, in Final Reckoning, he and Brad lost 1 elimination and 2 redemption games, and in War of the Worlds, him and Maddie won 2 daily challenges, and then when they split, that's where Kyle's game fell apart. Now, if Kyle could get a partner that could balance out his weaknesses and be his strengths to his weaknesses, I think that Kyle could do really well this season. Coming into a season where you have to win an elimination to make it into the finals, and seeing that 3 and 5 is not looking good for him. I think that he was able to win last season because he went up against Josh, and I just don't have that much faith in Kyle to be able to win an elimination, stay out of more eliminations, and then do really well in a final. But that's just my opinion. But now let's move on to the next competitor that I have way more faith in for this season, and that is Leroy. Now, his original show was The Real World Las Vegas. This is his 12th challenge season. He is a 4-time finalist, going to the finals in Rivals his rookie season, Battle of the Exes 2, Vendettas, and War of the Worlds 2. Now, taking a look at Leroy's eliminations, he's seen a total of 13 eliminations. His record is 8 and 5. Some of his wins coming from players that are currently on the Double Agents cast list. One is Wes, which he won against Wes twice in Battle of the Exes and Battle of the Exes 2, and then he was on the winning side against Bananas and Nani twice in Battle of the Exes 2. Now, taking a look at Leroy's performance on his last challenge season, War of the Worlds 2, he did not see a single elimination. He made it all the way to the finals, where sadly he came up just short, heading into phase 2 of day 2. He's coming in with tons of friends and playing with his now girlfriend Cam. They were working together in War of the Worlds 2, and they had a fantastic season, both not seeing an elimination and both making the finals together. I think War of the Worlds 2 was just a taste of what we can expect from Cam Roy in Double Agents. I think Leroy is overdue for a win, and there's no better time than the present for him to cash in that first challenge win, and I think it would be a storybook ending for this season if him and Cam got that challenge win together. Now, I was disappointed when I saw the cast list for Total Madness last season, not seeing Cam or Leroy, but after seeing the bunker situation and how bland that season turned out to be, I'm actually happy that they were able to take some time off together and then come back together for Double Agents. I have the highest hopes for Leroy and Cam to just come in and take over this game, take over the house. I think that they're both going to make the finals together. I think they're going to run this house as the power couple. I have the highest hopes. Like I said, I think Leroy matches up best against anybody in an elimination, especially a physical elimination. And I just think there's no stopping Cam and Leroy this season. I'm excited. I want to see him win his first challenge season this season so badly. And I'm so happy to see them back together and ready to dominate the challenge. But now let's move on to the next competitor we're talking about in this player preview, and that is Lio Rush, the rookie. He is a former WWE NXT Cruiserweight champion. He's also a musician, another musician to add into this cast list for the challenge double agents. Now, Lio Rush is standing about 5'6", so he's gonna be one of the shorter guys of the house, but he's a professional wrestler, so he is coming in great shape. Taking a look at some of his matches, he is doing flips, he has the agility, the speed, he has the technicality, he brings the dramatics. I am excited to see what he can bring to the challenge house, and I'm excited because in the trailer, it makes it seem, or it infers, that he is stirring the pot a bit. We can see this in the trailer when Tori is talking to Corey and saying, hey, who is telling you this? And then a screenshot of Lio Rush pops in the middle of them in the doorway, and he has that like grin on his face. Out of the rookies on the men's side, Lio and Nam are my top two favorites. I think that possibly Lio could get into an elimination and win a skull and possibly make it to the finals. Or I could also see the possibility of people picking on him and picking him to go into an elimination because he's a quote-unquote easy skull because of his stature, and possibly that if he could be stirring the pot too much, that could paint a target on his back and he could be seeing multiple eliminations. I just think that he's going to be a tough person to get an elimination win off of. But now let's move on to another competitor, another rookie, and that is Lolo Jones. Now, Lolo Jones is an Olympic athlete, and not only is her athletic resume really impressive, but her reality resume is nothing to scoff at either. She was on Champs vs. Pros, the Challenge Champs vs. Pros, where she won 3 eliminations, one of which against Ashley Mitchell, who is on this season of the Challenge. She was also on Dancing with the Stars, Celebrity Big Brother Season 2, where she took home 3rd place, and she was also co-host with The Miz on The Challenge War of the Worlds. Now in Champs vs. Pros, Lola was rubbing a lot of her teammates the wrong way, and that's why she saw so many eliminations during the season.
I think that Lolo girl is the most intimidating because she has a bigger mouth than Johnny Bananas, and that's hard to do.
She had success in Celebrity Big Brother, which she won 1 HOH and 2 Power of Vetoes, and was able to get to 3rd place. Lolo is well versed in reality TV realm and is quite athletic. Her social game needed work from her performance on Champs vs. Pros, but Celebrity Big Brother showed that she maybe worked on that a little bit, getting 3rd place in that season. Now I think Lolo can hold her own athletic wise, and maybe she can use some of her social game and link up back with the Champs vs. Pros cast like Ashley, CT, Wes, and Darrell from back in 2017. But we also have to show that in a promotional video for the challenge, asking players who their biggest threats are, a lot, and I mean a lot of women said Lolo is their biggest threat to win this game. I think coming in as an Olympic athlete is putting a huge target on her back, and she could be seeing a lot of eliminations early on. She can do well in Champs vs. Pros, the challenge spinoff, but the main season is a completely different beast, and I think she can stack up well in multiple eliminations against multiple people. But if she's seeing multiple eliminations in her rookie season, I don't know if she can fare well going multiple times like she did in Champs vs. Pros if she has to go up against like seasoned vets that have been through this many of times. Now, let's talk about the final competitor in this player preview video, and that is Michi Harris, who is from X on the Beach Season 3. Now, he's also a singer/rapper for the R&B group for EY The Future. Also, he was on Vine. He made some headlines for his affair with Black China, kind of like what I said about Joseph Allen in part 3. we're gonna have to wait and see what's gonna happen. He is mainly a musician. He's mainly an artist. He is coming from X on the Beach Season 3. However, there's not a ton of competitions that take place on X on the Beach, so we're not really going to know exactly what his strengths or his weaknesses are. I know this is a cop-out, but I just don't know what else to say. Maybe he can win an elimination, maybe he can make it into the finals, or I could see people looking at him and saying, hey, I want to go up against him to see if I can win a quote-unquote easy skull, and tell him to scoot over into the elimination. I don't know what to say, but to me, Michi is a big old question mark, only second to Joseph Allen as a big wild card for me. But if I'm putting money on it, if I'm like having to put some form of a prediction on Michi Harris, I just don't think he would make it into the finals. But I'm optimistic and I'm ready to finally get to the challenge for December 7th. But we still have a couple of more player previews. We still have a few more days until that premiere. But that is it for this part 4 of the player previews for the challenge season 36 Double Agents. What do you think about these 5 competitors? Let me know that in the comment section below. Are you rooting for any of these competitors, or are you rooting against any of these competitors? Why or why not? Let me know that in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. While you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button. I'll be back really soon with more challenge content, more challenge 36 Double Agents content, and more content in general. But until then, peace.